Hello everyone, welcome to the next session on AutoCAD tutorials. In this session, we will take up another numerical on the topic of orthographic projection. Draw the front view, top view and right hand side view. You can see the observer is standing here, X. So this side is the front view. This is the right side of the observer. So when the observer sees from this right hand side, this becomes the right hand side view. And when you see from the top, this is the top view. So we will start by first arranging the screen. So I have used all the initial 4 commands for setting the screen and coming to this screen that you can see now. Also, I have created the layer properties. I have created a separate video on it. You can just go through that video and you can set the screen for the drawing. Also, don't forget to switch on the options from the bottom here. Here you'll have to click on all the options, switch on ortho mode and dynamic input on. Once you've done all these things, we will start drawing. The first thing to draw is the axis line. Choose line option. These are the two axis line. Then we will create offset line. So we'll click on the option of offset. Specify the distance 10. Enter. Then we'll click on this line. Click here. Click on the line and click to its left. Click on the center line. Click above. Click on this line again and click below. Escape. If you want to change the colors, select the line you want to change the color of. Click offset line. Escape. Then you want to change the other colors as well. So you can go to match properties. You will have to select the source object. Select the lines whose color you want to change. So these are the lines. Let's escape. Once you have created the axis line, then we can start drawing. So we will choose 0 line. Go to line option. Now if you see this drawing from the front, you can see this total line of 90, this vertical height of 33, this depth is 10 and this distance is 28 and this is 90. So the remaining distance is 62. If you divide by half, this is 31 and 31 each. So this is also something you can see from the front end. So we will start drawing. We have to draw front view, top view and right hand side view. So right hand side view is always drawn to the left. So we will draw the front view over here. So we will start from this point. This distance is 90. The height is 33. This is 31. This is 10. 28. 10. 31. And this is 33. Escape. Next, you can see from here this inclined line. This height is 37. Now here if you observe, there is a semicircle here of radius 20 from this point. So once we know this distance 33, we know this is 37. So it is a total of 70. So from here, if you go to a height of 70 and draw a center line, you can draw this semicircle. So you can see this is 60 and this is R20. So if this is R20, the diameter will be 40. So 60 minus 40 is 20. So this will be 10, 10 each. So we will first go to the center line option. Then we'll go to line. From the center, we will draw a straight line. But we need this height. So this time we will mark this as 70. And we will draw horizontal line as well. You can extend this line because you'll be drawing a view here. Also, you can click on this line and you can extend it above. Now we will go to again 0 line. As you can see from the center, the radius is 20. We go to circle, center radius. From the center, we will draw a circle of radius 20. Then we'll use the trim option and remove this part. Then we go to line. I told you this distance from here to here is 10. And then you can join this portion. Okay. Again go to line from here. Now you can use mirror option. Let's use mirror. You can go to mirror, select this line and this line, enter. It will ask for the mirror line. So this is your mirror line. You can click anywhere on this mirror line. Erase source object. No, we need the source object. Escape. You have got this part of the diagram. Now, if you observe carefully, these straight lines are also visible, and here you can see there is an edge. Now we are able to see it from the side view, but when we see from the front, this edge will not be directly visible to us. So we will draw a hidden line. Also here you can see there is a slot. There is a semicircular hole throughout. So from the front view you can't see, but it is existing. So you will have to use a hidden line for it. Now we will just observe the height. This is R14. So this height will be 14, and this edge is at a distance of 25 from here. So I will go to hidden line. I'll use line option. From here, this height is 14, and then I will draw this line up to the end. We will delete the extra line. Also, I'm going to use hidden line from this top portion. So from here, this height is 25. So I will join it up to this end. I'll use the trim option. I'll remove this extra part. I'll delete this extra part here. Again, I'll use line. From this end, I'll draw a long line. I'll use trim option and remove the extra part. You can also use the option of extend. That is also possible. You can just click on it and extend and join up to this point. If you don't want to draw this way, there is another option to it. This height we know is 33, and from here this height is 37. So you can subtract 70 minus 25, you will get 45. So from bottom, from here, you can draw a straight line of 45 and draw a straight line here. Escape. This one you can delete. You can use trim option, and you can remove the extra part that you don't need. Now this is to ensure that your entire line is one single line. If it doesn't matter to you and you just have to show a printout, you can use the previous technique which I have used. That is also fair enough. Or you can alternatively use the extend option and then extend the line from here to this line. So this completes the front view. Now this line is what we need to shorten in height. Also this one we do not need up to this point, so I'll just reduce the length. We'll first change the color to 0. So we will go to text, multi-line text. Now at the center of this diagram, I'll click at 2 points. Here I'll write F dot V dot Control A. I'll change this height to 6 and I'll underline. And click outside. So this is done. This completes the front view. We will do the dimensioning little later. So we will go for the side view now. Side view is very simple. From the side, you can see this entire box. Here you can see a slot. This length is 64 and this height is 33. So you can also use projection line here such that you are projecting this line from here for the height. Then we'll go to 0. From here we'll choose line. This distance is total 64. The height is 33. This is again 64 and this is 33. Then we'll choose center line, line option. At the center, we will draw the center line. Again, change the line type. I'll go to circle. Now, if you observe, radius is given 14. So, I'll go to circle, center radius. From here, I'll draw circle of radius 14. I'll use the trim option and remove the excess part. So now you can see this box is done. Now here this is a bit tilted, but when you see from the side and you're standing at a distance, the tilt will also look straight. So this height is 37, this distance is 16, this distance again you'll have to calculate. This is given as 25, this is 16. So you can draw. Now this is not starting from this end, so there is a gap. Now how do you calculate that? This is 16 into 3, 48, and this total length is given as 64, which is 16. So this gap will be 8 on both the sides. So I will start with line option. From here, this is 8. This height, as you can see, is 37. This is 16. It will go down by 25. This gap is again 16. This is 25, 16. This is going to go down by 37. Escape. Now here also you have drawn an extra line, so you can just remove it. Now this line is not required, but I need to draw a projection line here because I want to also project something from here. And then I'll choose 0 line. What else are we going to draw? The first thing is this edge, as you can see here. Now this edge is present, but when you look from the side, right hand side, you cannot see this edge, but it is existing. So you will have to draw that edge. Now this is going down by 10 from this end itself. From here it will go down by 10. It will go inside by a distance of 10 plus 8, 18. It will go up to a certain height. Now this edge you can take from the front view and then you can complete the drawing. So we will go to lines. We will use the hidden line first. Then we go to line option. Here we will start. This distance is 18. This will go up to a certain height. Now this height will be taken from here. We'll go to 0 line and line. Now this edge was also present which I did not draw. So draw a little higher height from here. Go to this point and draw a line here. Escape. Trim and remove this extra part. Now you will need this edge. So we'll go to projection line. From here we'll draw a straight line. Then we'll go to hidden line. Choose line. From here you'll have to go to this height and then end it here. Now apart from this edge is also there. You will have to draw this edge as well. Go to hidden line, and here also there is an edge of the circle. So we will draw this one. Escape. Now we can copy this on the other side. So I'll choose mirror. Select the objects that you want to copy. Click enter. Select the bottom point and the topmost point. You can see here it has been copied. Erase source object. No. So this is done. So once this is done, you can remove these projection lines as they are not required any further in the drawing. And your drawing will become much clearer once you remove them. Now this is your right hand side view. I reduce this height and also this one. Change the color to 0. Go to text, multi-line text. Here at the center, I will draw. This is the RHSV. Control A. Change this height to 6 and underline. Once this is done, now what is remaining is only the top view. For that, we will just observe. When you see from the top, you are able to see this edge and this edge. Now there is a gap here, but from the top, this will look like a straight line. So you will have to draw a straight line of 90 and this is a straight height of 64. Inside that, there is another edge over here which will be seen, and then you have this edge over here. Apart from that, you will be able to see this edge which is inside. Now this edge is here at a distance of 8 and this inside edge is at a distance of 18. So here also you can see a box type figure. Then there is this shape which you can see, there is this edge, the slot which is inside, which you can see. But the semicircular slot is what you cannot see. So this will be shown by hidden line. Now whatever you see to the left can be seen to the right. So first we will start by drawing this 90 and this 64. So we will choose line option. Now this distance is 90. So from here if you start, this distance is 90. This is 64. Again 90 and 64. What you can do is you can click here and just extend this line. So you will get a proper center line. Apart from this, we will choose center line and draw a line here as well at the center. After this, from this end, there will be a box. So for that, let's draw the projection line first. So you will have this end which is required, which is the edge as I told you. I will draw a line now from here. This distance is 8. Then you can just draw a straight line here. Again line from here. This distance is 18. Join and join to here. Now whichever lines you don't require, you can just trim it off. So you don't need this line here. Now as I told you, there was a slot inside. This width is 16 and this length is what you require. So for that, you will have to again take a projection of this line, because this was a slot that we had drawn. I will go to line again, 0, 1. From here, we will require the slot is 16, so it is 8 on each side. So I'll join up to here. This is 16, and then join here. So you have drawn the central one which is there. Now apart from this, what you have is this line to be projected. So again I'll use projection line. Go to line, from here, draw a straight line. Again choose line, from here. Now once this is done, we will go to 0 line again. We'll go to 0 line, choose line option. Now this is what we need to draw from here to here. And also a line from here, escape. So once you have done this, now what you can do is you can just mirror. I'll start with the first mirror, wherein I'm going to mirror these two objects. Enter. It is asking for the start point and the end point. I have mirrored and not erased the source object. So this has got copied. Apart from this, I want to mirror this two over here and these two over here. So again click on mirror. Select these two objects and these two lines. Click enter. It is asking for the mirror lines. This is the mirror line. Don't erase the source object. Again I'll mirror. I want to mirror this line and this line. Also these lines. Enter. No. You have drawn. Now you can just delete the projection lines to get a clear view of what all lines are required. Apart from this, you also need to draw the slot, this one. This has a radius of 14. So from here, from the center, I will mark. So I'll change the line to hidden line. I'll go to line option. From here, I'll draw a line of 14 and I'll just connect over here. You can delete this line. And then I'll go to mirror option. I'll choose this line, enter. I'll choose this line. Don't erase the source object. So this completes your top view. So now we'll go to zero line, text, multi-line text. At the center over here, I'll click on 2 points, top view, Control A, change this height to 6, underline, click outside. So once this is done, we will give dimensions. Look at the drawing. The main dimensions given over here are the ones we are going to draw. So we will go to first linear. This is one distance required. So you can give it there or you can give it here. I will give it at this point. Click on these 2 points at this point. Then you have again linear. This is given as 64. So I'll mark this as 64. Then I'll go to radius. This radius is given as R14. Also this radius is given as R20. Then I'll go to linear option. This gap is given as 28. This height is given as 10. This height is given as 33. So I'll start with this one. This is given as 33. This gap is given as 10. This is given as 28. You can just zoom in a bit and then give the dimension. This height is given as 37. So I'll give it here itself. From here to here, this height is 37. This depth is given as 10. This is given as 60. So I'll mark that as well. From here to here, this distance is 60. This is given as 16. This is also given as 16. So is this gap. This gap is given as 10. Mark here. This height is given as 25. This is one last distance which I'll mark over here. These are the dimensions given and I have marked it in my drawing. Now this drawing looks a little smaller because I have taken the limits as 400 for the upper right corner. You could have taken it as 200. Now if you want, it's okay. What we'll do is we'll just check the print. So I'll click on Control P. Choose the printer as AutoCAD high quality.pc3. Here this I'll choose as 297 by this. 210, center the plot. Here I'll click on window. So I will choose the window. Now you obviously have to draw bounding box and the label. So once you're done with all that, suppose if I need this much distance to draw the label and also the bounding box. Keeping all the space, suppose if I need this, I'll just check how it looks like. So I'll just save it once. You can see here when I go for the print, it is okay. Now the colors are not being seen because as I told you in the previous video, you need to change the colors to white such that everything becomes completely clear and visible while you take the print out. You can also remove these offset lines. They are also not required, but even if you keep them, it's fair enough. But you can see the size is better because I have chosen the window such that I'm able to clearly see this part. So what remains for you is to draw only the boundary and the nameplate, which again I have shown you in the previous video. So please go through it and then complete this drawing. Apart from that, this is what you need to draw: the front view, the top view and the right hand side view. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the procedure of drawing the orthographic projection drawings. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.